Hey, everybody, it's time to talk some baseball on Thursday night. I'm Bruce Marshall. We're going to get to this Nationals-Phillies game at Citizens Bank Park in just a moment, though. First of all, a couple of quick housekeeping reminders. Like always, don't forget to click that subscribe button on your screen right there. Make sure you can get all of our Wager Talk TV videos. Also, don't forget, there's a lot going on here on Thursday. We're on a nice 5-0 run in Major League Baseball. Plus 105.84% return in MLB since back on April 19th. So we've had a very good few months. We've got a special 4% top choice going right now up at the for my picks at the website. Also, NFL Hall of Fame game tonight in Canton. It's Panthers, it's Cardinals. I've got a special 5% top choice on this Hall of Fame game tonight in Canton. All up there at Wager Talk at my site there on Wager Talk. Also, don't forget, we've got a special offer going now, too, and that's all of my Bruce picks for the rest of the year. Just $799 through December 31st. That's about a $700 savings from the monthly price. That gets you all of my football, NFL, college football, all of the baseball through the World Series, basketball. Hey, that's not too far away. NBA, college hoops, NHL hockey, and European soccer. We're back with that later in August, so check it out online right now. Now, let's talk about this Nats-Phillies game tonight at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. You can see the crawl at the bottom of the screen there. There'll be first pitch at 6:05 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. Some pretty prohibitive prices on the Phils here tonight, as you can see, with Christopher Sanchez on the mound. Heavy favorite over Miles Michaelis the other way for Washington. Whoa, look at these prices here. And the Phils, about a minus 358 we're looking at right now, plus 279 on the money line for the Nats. On the run line, boy, you're really going to have to pay for the Phillies here if you like them that much. Minus a run and a half, you're going to lay 155. A little tempting the other way, plus a run and a half, plus 128 for the Nats and Michaelis, and then the total at 8.5, shaded to the over. Let's talk about this tonight. Let's first of all talk about these prices. We normally don't like to get involved laying this big a price with a team, no matter what the matchup is, and the Phillies would qualify as that tonight. It's a little too rich for our blood. We might consider the run line price on the Nats, possibly, though I don't think that's not going to be our top recommendation here. Michaelis is a very tough go here for the Nats, especially the way he's been pitching lately. Now, at this stage of his career, he's not a swing and miss pitcher anymore. He never really was that much. It's mostly about control for him. His walk numbers are down. So are his strikeout numbers, way down this season. He's been hit hard. His last 3 starts for the Nats, just a little over 13 innings pitched. He's allowed 6 homers. He's allowed 8 homers since the start of July and about 25 innings pitched. I mean, he's given up the long ball just too much. And against the Phillies and this the big bats they've got there with Schwarber, with Harper, Luis Ariz coming in from the Giants. He's had RBIs the last 2 nights for the Phillies. So it looks like Michaelis would be a very tough ask here tonight, and I'm not sure how long he's going to stick around. He's only lasted past 4 innings once in his last 4 starts. So we would expect that the Nats bullpen is going to have to plug some leaks in the dike here tonight. The Phils should score some runs, as should the Nats, I think. Although since they traded away Luis Garcia and Curtis Mead before the trade deadline, they've lost some pop on the offense. So this is still the highest scoring team in baseball. And last night, it took them into the extra innings before the offense got going. They finally broke that 7-game losing streak. 10-4 in extra innings last night at CBP. Paul Taboni, new baseball operations head for the Nats, and his new GM, Anirudh Colombi, coming under some pressure and some heat from Nats fans. I know, I've got relatives in Virginia, and they thought the returns they should have gotten for Mead and Garcia and Foster Griffin, pitcher who will be making his Cleveland debut on Thursday. Should have been more. And Taboni, because of his past with the Red Sox, making that deal to bring Conley early and having Curtis Mead go up. But to Boston, that wasn't met too well for fans of the Nats. And Washington's lost 7 in a row right now. Had lost 7 in a row prior to last night, and that sort of put them back in the wild card race. What about Sanchez the other way? He did look better in his last start against the Orioles, who, by the way, have not been swinging the bats that well lately, but he pitched 6 shutout innings on Saturday, only allowed 2 hits. That was his best effort in a while. He had a very bumpy July. ERA at 6.65. He had one very poor start against the Royals at the start of the month, but he wasn't all that sharp, and that doesn't include the All-Star game when he was the National League starter at home at CBP, and he got roughed up in the first inning, allowed 3 runs, and that was about it for that game as the American League went on to win 4-0. He hasn't been as sharp as he was earlier in the season. We remember that 50 and 2/3 inning shutout streak he had into early June. He's still in the mix for the NL Cy Young Award. I think at that point he probably would have won it in early June had the voting been held then. But he hasn't been all that sharp lately. Given the prices here tonight, and I'm not really Michaelis against this Phillies offense is a little too scary for me to risk watching him. But jumping out to me tonight is the total here. 8.5 just does not look like that big of a hurdle to clear for these sides, even though the Phils did have 3 shutout pitching efforts over 4 games prior to last night. But the Nats did erupt last night. And Sanchez, not all that sharp lately. And Michaelis the other way against the Philly lineup. This looks like a very bad matchup for him. I'd rather just look over in this one tonight. So that's my recommendation for Thursday night at CBP. We're going to look over 8.5 runs, a little about 120, 122. We'll lay that price, but I think the over, definitely the way to look with the Nats and the Phillies tonight at CBP. Okay, don't forget, as always, if you got any comments, hit the comment box on the screen there. I'd always love to hear from you. And don't forget, it's a big Thursday. We got the NFL Hall of Fame game, a 5% top choice. We've got another Major League Baseball 4% top choice going. 5-0 run in August in Major League Baseball. All up there at my site on Wager Talk right now. And don't forget that for the rest of 2026 through December 31st, big discount price, $799, get you all of my picks. So until next time, that's a goodbye from me.